It began before dawn. The world was holding its breath. On June 6, 1944, D-Day, an armada of nearly 7,000 ships carried over 156,000 Allied troops across the English Channel toward Nazi-occupied France. The code name was Operation Overlord. But no name could capture the sheer scale or the stakes. Imagine the silence, broken only by the roar of engines and the crash of waves, as soldiers prepared to storm 5 beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. None of them knew if they'd survive the morning. Each beach had its own nightmare. Omaha was especially hellish. American troops met a wall of machine gun fire. Within minutes, the sand ran red with blood. The first waves suffered almost 50% casualties, but some made it through. Private Dick Winters, future leader of the Band of Brothers, Easy Company, recalled the confusion and terror, but also the dedication. Soldiers moving forward, helping each other, never giving up. The plan was simple, but risky. Thousands of planes dropped paratroopers behind enemy lines before sunrise. Men floated down in darkness, scattered, often lost, creating chaos for themselves and the enemy alike. Their mission: to take bridges, sabotage roads, and block German reinforcements from reaching the beaches. Did you know D-Day was the largest amphibious invasion in history? Nothing like it had ever been attempted. Planning took 2 years. Fake tanks and phantom armies misled the Nazis. A dummy invasion at Pas de Calais left German commanders guessing. Yet, everything depended on weather. High winds and crashing seas almost forced cancellation. General Eisenhower, Supreme Commander, had to decide: launch now or postpone and risk the Nazis discovering the plan. He gave the order. The operation was a go. Thousands of landing craft barreled toward the shore. The ramp dropped. Bullets filled the air. Some men never left the water. Aboard a landing craft at Sword Beach, British soldier Bill Millen played the bagpipes under fire to inspire the men. German snipers held their fire, thinking he was mad. Tanks, specially designed for the invasion, called Hobart's Funnies, rolled into action. Some could swim, others laid bridges or cleared mines. Many were lost to the waves before even reaching shore. Medics waded through chaos, hauling wounded men to safety, improvising aid while exposed to enemy fire. The Red Cross armbands offered little protection. Resistance fighters in France sabotaged rail lines and cut phone wires, delaying German reinforcements. Many paid with their lives, but every small act of rebellion mattered on that day. By nightfall, more than 130,000 Allied troops had landed. 4,000 lay dead. Thousands more were wounded or missing. But the Allies held the beaches. The price was enormous, but the prize was greater. D-Day marked the beginning of the end for Hitler's Nazi regime. Within a year, Paris was liberated. The Allies pushed toward Berlin. The world as we know it was about to change. One German commander called it the longest day. For those who survived, it was unforgettable. For those who didn't, it was their last sunrise. Think about this. Most of the soldiers were younger than 25. Many lied about their age just to serve. As the sun set on June 6th, battered men looked across the channel, shocked by what they'd survived. They knew victory wasn't certain, but hope was real for the first time in years. D-Day's lessons echo through history. Planning, bravery, sacrifice, and countless silent acts of defiance. What would you have done stepping off that ramp? Would you have looked back or gone forward into the storm? History is made by those who dare. The story of D-Day proves it. Did you know the term D-Day simply means Day of Decision, but now it means so much more. Each grain of sand on those beaches holds a story of fear, of courage, of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And as the tide washes over Normandy each day, the memory endures. What will you take from it? That's a story for another episode.